We know that managing your finances and making repayments isn't easy, and sometimes it just isn't enough to get on top of your debt. If you're having trouble managing debts, there are options to help get you back on track.
That's right. High interest loans, penalties, and even life changes can make it really hard to keep on top of debt, and owing money can cause a lot of stress for you, your whānau, and your community. But I heard that insolvency could help.
Absolutely. There are options that can stop your debt from growing so you can get back on your feet. Just remember, insolvency options do have long-term effects. So we've got a few things you could try before going down that path. Let's run through them. I'd start by reaching out to my creditor and let them know that I'm having a hard time making repayments, just in case they can do something to help. You never know, they might have some payment options that could make things a bit more manageable.
That's a good idea. What about if something unexpected happened that made it harder to pay my debt?
That's when I'd check to see if I qualified for hardship assistance. A repayment holiday or reduced payments with a longer time to pay could make a big difference.
Oh yeah. What would you do to find out if there's an option?
I'd need to talk to the people I owe money to, and they'd point me in the right direction. But before I did any of that, I'd chat to a free financial mentor. They'd take a look at my options with me and create a budget that works for me. Plus, they can actually speak to creditors, debt collectors, and others for me. All you need to do is call MoneyTalks on 0800 345 123 to find a free financial mentor.
What if it turns out that I can't repay my debts?
That's when you might need to look at an insolvency option. If you owe more than $50,000 in unsecured debt, then bankruptcy is your only insolvency option. If you owe less than $50,000 in unsecured debt, the options depend on whether you can repay some or none of your debts. If you're able to make repayments towards your debts, your best option might be to apply for a Debt Repayment Order, also called a DRO. This means a supervisor is assigned to work with you to figure out how much you can afford to repay and the weekly repayment amount. Once the DRO is approved, you continue to make repayments over a set period of time, which is usually about 3 years. If you can't repay any of your debts and your total debt is under $50,000, both unsecured and secured, your best option could be a no asset procedure, a NAP. This means your debts would be wiped after 12 months and you wouldn't have to worry about them anymore.
Is this all on a website somewhere?
It is. Head to the insolvency website, insolvency.govt.nz. On there you can find out more and apply for an insolvency option. Don't forget that going down the path of insolvency does have consequences that could seriously impact your future. I'd definitely get some independent advice first. Money Talks is a free helpline offering budgeting advice to individuals, family and whānau. They can put you in touch with financial mentors who can help you understand your financial situation, organise your debt and plan for the future.